Казвам се Моника Стефанова, от град Шумен съм. Работя като учител по английски език тук. Също така се занимавам с младежка работа и работя по много проекти с млади хора в Шумен.
Monica, you were born here in Shumen?
Yes, that's true. I was born here. I have studied here in the Maths and Science High School. Then I graduated abroad. I did my bachelor's in the UK and came back in my hometown in 2020. And then I started teaching 1 year later at the Savadobropodni Secondary School in the same place where I studied during my primary years from first grade. It's quite exciting to be in Shumen. Before, Shumen was not such an open municipality to young ideas and to young people in general. We started observing this recently just because some new non-governmental organizations started working on the field in order to change the environment that young people live in. And through this good practice, I see that a lot of young people now recognize the efforts that these NGOs put in the development of the city, and they're more trusting of the process, so they're willing to give Shumen a second chance and even consider making careers here. And thanks to this effort, we have had very good communication with the municipality, with all the vice mayors since we started working here. So I would say maybe dating back to 2017, this was the year when the Youth Municipal Council was established. Right now, I was the latest president of this body. It's not really an organization, but it's a group of young people who help the municipality make decisions about the youth policies and strategies that will take place in the future. We have the function to give them ideas on how to make the city more attractive for young people, and we have very good support from them. We've had very good financing for our initiatives, and they trust us as young people to try and inspire more young people to follow the path of active citizens.
Здравейте, аз съм Марио Димов от град Шумен и съм доброволец към Фондация Подобри по Европейския корпус за солидарност.
Let's see if we can reflect on the events that happened in the past few months, because as you know, I was in the UK since September, so I didn't really managed to come here and enjoy the events that happened. And you were here, you were the main organizer actually from Podobri Foundation, so it would be nice to get in touch and like tell me what really happened.
Yes, of course. As for the events that happened here in the renovated youth sphere, there have been some concerts, of course, that actually catch up the attention of a lot of youngsters in our city. Of course, there has been some youth events such as the gathering of the youth organization in our town Shumen, and all of these events actually were the way our city and our community
got together.
Of course, the atmosphere was amazing.
It was amazing, yeah.
Моята среща с Моника е още от преди 5-6 години, когато бях на друга позиция в общинска администрация и тогава професионално се занимавах и с проблемите на младежите в община Шумен. Тя беше още ученичка, когато се включи в работата на Общинския младежки съвет, и не след дълго стана така, че влезе в ръководството на този младежки съвет. Освен това, последствие оглави младежкия съвет и с нея си партнирахме, както и с всички останали нейни колеги младежи, си партнирахме в ежедневната и политика, която водехме с младежите.
You've been a volunteer at the City Youth Council, so it's been quite an experience for you for the past 4 years. I've seen how you grew from a student graduating high school and now becoming a full-time volunteer. What was maybe the most memorable part of your time here in Shumen, and what inspires you to stay here and work with the young people in our community?
Well, when it comes to the Youth Municipal Council that I'm a member of, it actually made a great change in my life because it started the new page of volunteering and civic engagement in my life. It actually motivated me quite a lot in those directions, and probably the most memorable moment is going to be, yeah, of course, the Youth Academy that the Municipal Youth Council organized, which you took part as well. And why is it so memorable? Because it did change my life. It did motivate me to volunteer way more than I did before.
Monica, what is the link with Velenje?
So the link with Velenje, we met one organization from Velenje in 2018. We were on the Erasmus project together, and they started telling us about all the youth policies and all the youth activities that are happening in Velenje. So it was very interesting because the first thing we learned about Velenje was that the city was actually built with volunteers. Back in the day, it's quite a new city in Slovenia from what we found out. So the people we met there, we met Marco, who was working in the municipality back there. And he told us, why don't you come to Velenje to see around? We'll take you, we'll show you around what our young people are doing. And that's why 1 year later, in 2019, we visited me and the organization that I established here in Shumen. When we went there, the first impression we had was, first of all, that it's a small city, but people are very friendly to one another. They really support each other in everything that they do. We visited the music house. They had a place for musicians where they could practice their music for almost free rent. We visited the youth center where they did a lot of activities. They worked with a lot of volunteers. And also we visited a very interesting institution for homeless people who had some mental health issues, that they were supported by the municipality and they were included in different activities as volunteers. They had their own garden, for example, that they took care of. So everything we saw there was unique.
Also, you mentioned, what are the differences between UK and Bulgaria? What was not so pleasant when you were there?
That's an interesting question because UK is it's a completely different environment. I would say there are a lot of positives. For example, the higher education that I am part of and I was part of as a bachelor's and master's student, I saw a lot of benefits in terms of how things are being taught. I would say that over there everything is very optimized. They don't waste your time. You manage to learn by doing. It's not focused on academic learning in the most, the most not interesting way. Whether than
it's
here,
not usual to have a coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not. Usually you have tea at that time of the day. But I would say that the country, it's very different. People are not so friendly, they're not so open, which for me as a young person was, and it still is, some sort of, not a problem I would say, but like a small discomfort when I go there, because I'm used to going out with a friend, talking, chatting about our everyday life in a way that you really feel like the other person is interested in your life. Whether than there, it's a bit different. People are not so friendly and open, but at the same time they're very supportive. If you want to make a career there, no one is going to stop you as long as you work in a company which is open-minded, that likes working with people abroad. It's a very multicultural environment, which from one point of view it's great, from another not really, because they decided to leave the European Union based on their understanding that they weren't really feeling part of the family. So I think this is kind of transferred to the way people live there. They don't really want to be part of a community. They're very individualistic in their approach. So yeah, this is something that I really don't enjoy, apart from other things which are of course
It's
nice.
good experience, but you will not go back.
I will not go back. I'm just waiting for a few more months until I finish my master's degree, and then I'll come back here to teach, because my main profession is to teach students whose English is like a second language to them, not a first. So I think that my power and energy should be invested in the students here. They need me more, and my actual students, because I've been practicing for 3 years before I decided to do a master's degree, really miss me. So I also
nice.
can't wait to
Yeah.
come back. Yeah.
The so-called brain drain was a big, and it's still a big problem for Bulgaria. But I will say throughout the years this process changed significantly. And while in the beginning of the 90s, after the end of the communist regime, a large number of the population left the country in a few months. And those were actually the most skilled and qualified people, and they were simply looking for opportunities to apply their talents and their knowledge. And this was also the case in the beginning of 2000s when Bulgaria joined EU, but not at that scale, I will say. Right now, I believe we still have the brain drain going on, but I will dare to say it's structurally different process, and the population which is leaving the country has a different set of skills and mindset, and also different intentions for leaving the country. Also, I believe there is a vice versa process going on since the recent developments in Europe and the geopolitical system. A lot of Bulgarians living abroad, but also foreign people are finding reasons to come to Bulgaria. Some of them are coming back and some of them are coming for first time. But I see this process gaining velocity, I will say. So at the end, I believe it's a personal choice for everyone, and everyone is looking for something specific, some dreams, some desires, and some of the people consider leaving Bulgaria as the only way of reaching to their dreams. But more and more people, I think, are realizing that their dreams can come true here as well, alongside their family, alongside their friends. So I really hope in the near future this brain drain will, if not vanish, will at least slow down reasonably. But of course, this will be a result of a good policy, government policy.
Every young person, no matter the place they live, they can seek for partnerships with municipalities in order to work effectively on local level. Only then our voices can be heard on national and European level as well. So exchange of good practices are always key for making our environment better and making youth voices be heard all over the world.